Okay, Atlanta. Robert, I'm glad you called, sir. Thank you for waiting. Hi.
Well, thanks for letting me have a few minutes with you, Rush. It's a real honor, just like your other two previous callers said, and I'm probably not one of your typical listeners. However, I listened to you many years ago when I lived in New Orleans down on WWL, and that's when I started to make my conversion, and I started to quit drinking from the Kool-Aid. I'm an American first, and I'm also gay, and it was not up until the last presidential election that I decided I've had enough. Absolutely had enough. And
meaning you did or did not vote for Obama?
I did not.
You did not, okay.
I voted for McCain, and I was, believe it or not, an ardent supporter of Palin. I loved what she had to say, and I loved her enthusiasm, and 4 years of this current president have proven everything that people like yourself in conservative talk radio have said was.
But wait a minute, you said that you're gay, and this guy is for gay marriage. He's casting his. He's got, the gay political apparatus in Hollywood's very, very active, and they're all behind Obama.
Yeah. So what? So what? They don't speak for me, and I'm not a single issue voter either. And if that's like me saying, okay, I'm going to vote for a gay candidate simply because they're gay. Well, if that's all I can base my vote on, God help me, and God help the rest of the country. It's the same thing with the black vote for Obama. If this is all they can do is vote for this man simply because he looks like them. I was a code enforcement officer for a couple of years in West Atlanta. The first 2 years of Obama's presidency, in fact. Nothing in that area of town has changed culturally, economically, to benefit any of those people, and yet they are ardent supporters of this president.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I have a story from Breitbart from yesterday. And I'll get to it after your call, but the headline is Exodus, Inner City Blacks Fleeing Obama and Democrats. Now, we hear this every 4 years, and then the election comes, and we find it's the usual 90 to 95% who vote for Obama. I need to go back, though. I need to ask you a question, because it dovetails with what I've been talking about. The media and the Democrat Party have successfully, well, except with you and probably some others, have said the gay community Republicans are the worst thing for it. Like that kid song. The Republicans are going to try to fix you. Now, why don't you believe it and they do?
Yeah, that song is nauseating, and I just hope that, like me, eventually when these kids grow up and they really become informed, and that's a real key issue there. You've got to inform yourself. And if you really don't look at the issues, I'm a self-employed real estate appraiser here. The policies of this administration and the Democrats overall have impacted my work and my livelihood negatively, especially with the implementation of Dodd-Frank. And again, I want to see everybody in this country prosper. And I'll be honest with you, I support gay marriage. I have a decent, honorable life. I love my parents. I've been past president of my neighborhood association here in the liberal bastion area of southeast Atlanta. I've done a lot, but I want to see everybody do well, not just me, and not just because of one thing that really, is sort of sensitive to my life.
You are singing from my hymnal. I mean, that is me to it. What a great country. Everybody must prosper. At least have the chance to apply whatever talent and ambition they want to it. We want everybody to do well.
And real quickly, Obama said, look, if I can't do this in 4 years, then vote me out. Well, now, what has he done in 4 years, for crying out loud? What has he done that he can really go in front of a group of people and say, other than, he got bin Laden? Well, no, he didn't. He got out of the way so that his leaders could tell the SEALs on the ground, go ahead and do what needs to be done here.
No, that's true. But the important thing, he is trying to make people think that he actually pulled the trigger. He really... But you've just nailed it. The reason, like they're back to Bain Capital Day. Obama doesn't have one thing in the last 4 years he can tout. There's nothing in his record that he can go out and say, you want more of that? And people go, yeah. If he goes out and says, you want more of that? The answer is across the board, no. Well, I'm glad you called, Robert. Thanks very much.